So, does anybody remember Homies? If you don't remember Homies, they were a line of little, I don't know if they're considered PVC figures, but they're little plastic characters that were molded to look like rappers and stuff like that. And they were fairly prominent in the early 2000s, maybe the late 90s. I don't remember exactly when they came about, but I do remember seeing them around all kinds of places. I saw them in the stores, and I think they sold them in the little capsule machines in the mall and different places at the grocery store and stuff like that. I don't remember how popular they were. I know they were very prominent, but I guess they were fairly popular because I saw them everywhere. And eventually they decided to branch out, I guess, into other stereotypes, I suppose. And we're going to look at that today because I have this. Time to meet the Palermos. There are Italian-American characters. And let me just say, as someone of Italian-American heritage myself, I could not be prouder. I have three packages of these. I don't remember exactly where I got these or why I even have these. I don't know where these came from. I don't know how they ended up in my collection. I found these in a bin of like miscellaneous carded action figures, and I pulled them out and I figured, hey, this should be this should make for an interesting video. I hope. So yeah, the Palermos. They're just the same thing with the Homies figures. I'm not going to take these out of the package because, well, honestly, there's not really that much that's interesting about these. They're just kind of little figures of guys. They're also kind of shoddily painted, and they kind of all have the same face. They're not that interesting on their own. Plus, the package also has their names, which are kind of great, and we'll look at those in a minute. So, on the back here, we got to collect the whole neighborhood. Figurines you can't refuse. And there's the Palermo family right there. So I'm assuming this isn't the whole set. I'm guessing there's more based on the fact that the family photo here is fairly large. Again, I don't know a whole lot about these. I'm just kind of winging this right here. So we have 2003 is when these were made. They also apparently have a website. I kind of wonder if that's still up. I'll check on that later. Anyway, who are you?
Psst. Hey, homie collectors. This is Whisper. Now you can collect my whole family. The Palermo family.
Thank you, Whisper. Now, shut the hell up. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to take these out of the package. I think they're pretty interesting on their own. So I thought maybe it'd be fun to just go through these one by one and see what kind of people these are. I mean, I don't know if there's like lore or backstory behind any of these, but I figured maybe we'll look at the names and see if we can work things out here. So starting with the first package here, we've got Angie. That's Angie right there. Her and Whisper. Never shut up. They're always talking. Give me agita. We've got Teflon Tony, toughest guy on the block. You don't mess with this guy. Toughest man we ever met. Then we have Cora Darrow, the consigliere. What the? I've never seen that word before. Cora Darrow. He's the main man. He's the mouthpiece for the Don. You want to talk to the Don, you got to go through this guy. Then we have Sally the Chief of Police on our side, thankfully. It's always good to have, a man on the inside. Then we've got Ruggero the Sandman, for when you might know somebody who is having trouble sleeping. He'll get him to sleep, one way or another. Sometimes with the fishes. Then we've got Freddy the Fed, always looking out for us. Again, good to have a man on the inside. You never know when someone you don't want comes on the block, and they try to get up in your business. But that's why we got this guy, Freddy. Freddy looks out for you. All right, next package. So we've got Sebastiano the Sausage Maker, best sausage in the city. Don't ever let anybody say otherwise. Anybody says it's not the best, they get beat with a pool cue. Then we've got Backroom Benny. We don't talk about what he does in the back room with the ice pick and the pliers. Then we've got Baby Don Dino. He's the Don's son. He's a nice guy, but don't loan him any money because you ain't never seen that again. Then we've got Father Francisco. Always good to have a man of the cloth as part of the family. Sometimes you gotta confess things, and it's good to have a priest on hand. Gotta love that old Christian loophole where you can just do whatever you want, and then you confess to the Father, and that's it. You just you say you're sorry, you say your rosaries, and you're good. Then we've got Officer Bruno the Baton. Nice guy. He he's the kind of guy who will look the other way every once in a while, I mean, the cops are only human, sometimes their backs turn, and you never know what happens, they don't got eyes in the back of their head, sometimes that just happens, and it's unfortunate. Only a human being, So then we have Ivana. She's the Don's daughter. She's a nice girl, but keep your hands off. That's a good way to lose a finger or two, if you know what I mean. So then we have the final set here. We've got No Problem Paulie. You got a problem? Paulie'll solve it. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as you got cash, no questions asked. He'll take care of anything. Anything. Then we've got Nicky No Neck. He's kind of a big guy. But you ever need any heavy lifting done? You got merchandise you need moved from, let's say, a warehouse to a van or something? You call this guy. He's strong like an ox. We've got Bobby the Blade. Ooh, Bobby the Blade. Let's just call him a barber. He's the barber for when you need, things cut. Let's move on. We've got Luigi the Waiter. He works for Sebastiano. He'll take care of you. You give him a good tip, hey, forget about it. We've got Vinny the Weasel. Never trust this guy. He's a squealer. You never tell him any secrets because everyone's gonna know. And finally, we have Rocco the Trash Man. You need trash taken out? You call Rocco. Him and Nicky No Neck. They'll take care of everything for you. They're big guys. You need furniture moved, or you need a crate moved, or something wrapped in a garbage bag. You never know, But hey, he's willing to help you out there. All right, well, that is the Palermos. Again, I don't know if these guys have any actual backstory or whatever, but they're kind of interesting, I suppose. It's a bit of an oddity from a strange time in toy collecting history. And again, I don't really know exactly how popular the Homies line was. I know they did try to branch out and do other things. I think they had I think I looked it up not too long ago. I think they had a line of religious figures. They had Jesus and stuff like that, and probably some other characters and all that. Maybe if I check out the Palermo website, there'll be something on there. Okay, so I decided to take a look and see if the Palermo's website is still up. The URL on the package does not work anymore, unfortunately, but I did find a website here. This is homies.tv, and the subsection for the Palermo's family. This is interesting because there's a lot more characters here, and yes, there's definitely some more figures out there. I don't have the complete set, but that's okay. But I thought it would be interesting to take a look at this here. and see how many characters I was actually accurate with. And here's Dino, baby Don Dino, who apparently is next in line to be the Don. Here's the actual Don of the Palermos family. I don't know how interesting this is, but I thought I'd do just a quick little thing on it. But yeah, you can actually go to each character and, check out their backstory. I won't, bother people with, details on that. I was just having a little fun in the video. Some of these apparently were pretty close, but anyway, homies.tv is actually still up. The Palermos was established in 2004, but yeah, they have a Facebook page, Twitter perhaps. I wonder if that's still active. But here's all the stuff they got, and apparently they have been still going for a while, because here's some characters they got. They got like Mexican wrestlers and the rock star guy, and presumably Halloween related things, and apparently Barack Obama had a homie. So yeah, America's most marketable president. Yeah, he had one, I guess, to probably commence his inauguration or whatever. I don't know what's up with this guy with the wings. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, there's all kinds of homie stuff going on. Apparently this is from 2010. So they've been around for that long, at least. I don't know what the status of them is now, but yeah, there's like comics, I guess. So they have maybe like a web comic or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna go through all this, but I just thought it was kind of interesting that yeah, apparently Homies was going for a good amount of time. Apparently they had a Fight Club. Is that actually Fight Club, or is that just brand new from the day of these Fight Club members show up? I don't think this is actually the movie Fight Club. I think these are just like MMA guys. But yeah, anyway, that's enough of this. I just thought it was kind of an interesting thing to find, and just gonna tack it on to the end of the video. Homies must have been fairly popular, because I do remember them being referenced in a couple of things. They actually referenced them in an episode of the Venture Brothers, and if I could find that clip, I'll put it in, or maybe not, depending on if I'm afraid of Content ID or not. But yeah, so that's the Palermos. That's my people. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes. Italians know how to take things lightly. They know how to take a joke. Sometimes they look at this and they'll say, "Hey, yeah, we'll like that sometimes." You hear that? Every other nationality ever. That's how you get through life. Anyway, yeah, that's the Palermos. I guess there's really nothing else to say about these. But yeah, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos, and let me know if you collected homies. I'm genuinely curious to see if people really collected those. I guess they were around for a while, so I suppose some people really liked them. But yeah, let me know in the comments. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.